After a brief disappearing act that we thought would spell the end for the Land Cruiser on our shores, Toyota's iconic off-roader returned last year with renewed purpose. Now motivated by a 4-cylinder hybrid powertrain good for a combined 326 HP, it shares its bones with the Lexus GX and has been downsized slightly, losing its third row in the process. The LC's newfound tidiness puts it in line with other legendary trail experts, such as the Ford Bronco and the Jeep Wrangler. The Land Cruiser has been reworked and modernized inside and out, packing the latest Toyota infotainment tech and plenty of driver aids, while retaining a serious 4-wheel drive system and plenty of nods to LC history, including the base model's round headlights. There's also a new 4Runner for 2025 that's slightly smaller than the LC, while the Tundra-based Sequoia occupies the top rung of Toyota's expansive SUV ladder. The price of the 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser starts at $57,900 and goes up to $63,900 depending on the trim and options. Though the base 1958 model's classic round headlights are tempting, we think the Land Cruiser trim is the one to go for, as it adds ventilated front seats, a 10-speaker stereo system, a larger 12.3-inch infotainment display, and wider all-terrain tires, among other items. Unlike the previous generation Land Cruiser, this new one is strictly a 2-row, 5-seat SUV. Toyota has downsized the Cruiser's body this time around, putting it into contention with midsize rivals such as the Ford Bronco and the Jeep Wrangler, rather than full-size SUVs such as the Chevrolet Tahoe and the Ford Expedition. While the base 1958 trim does without many of the other trim's luxuries, it still offers niceties such as heated seats, a heated steering wheel, and a 6-speaker stereo. The other trim, simply called Land Cruiser, has a more deluxe cabin that includes ventilated seats, a 10-speaker stereo, and available leather upholstery. In our testing, the Land Cruiser held 17 carry-on suitcases behind the rear seats and 31 cases with the rear seats folded. All Land Cruisers come with Toyota's excellent infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but the base 1958 trim makes do with a rather dinky 8.0-inch display. The top trim gets a much larger 12.3-inch touchscreen. USB-C charging ports and a wireless smartphone charging pad are standard fare, but you'll have to pay extra for onboard Wi-Fi or the available 14-speaker JBL stereo system. Aside from the removal of the first edition model offered for 2024, there are no changes to the Land Cruiser lineup. The Land Cruiser's max tow rating is 6,000 pounds when properly equipped. The Bronco maxes out at 3,500 pounds, and the standard Wrangler can tow 2,000 pounds, although the 4Z is rated for 3,500 pounds and the Rubicon and Rubicon X trims are rated for 5,000.